Welcome to episode 11 of this Let's Play series. My name is DasTeekan. We are playing DasTeekan Trade 2. We're playing as the Teekans. Not doing very well. And we do have a problem here. We've got some Boscarans on this outside area back over this side. So we'll eventually find out more about them. These colonies are really under threat. Yeah, there we go. Oh, here we go. Speak of the devil. Boscara Empire encountered. We've encountered a new empire in the Virus system, the Boscara Empire. This empire is predominantly composed of Boscarans, blah, blah, blah. Initial communications with the Boscarans have been catastrophically bad. A poor translation of our standard greetings in their language mistakenly invited the Boscarans to become our slaves. Despite our subsequent reassurances, they have taken great offence. As a result, the Boscara Empire has declared war on us. Anyway, that's all that we've got there. So research projects are available in a tech tree. Yeah, that will then sort of help us to understand. This is bad, guys. This is really bad. Well, wow, what can we do? All right, well, we're going to need to pause the game. I'm just going to dismiss that and then go back into pause. So we've gone straight into war with them. And these are really, really hard. If they land on our planets... and this will be the one that it'll look at. We're still building. We are still building. Let's just make these garrisons for now. Okay, so we've only got 2 troops there. We're going to have to find a way to actually stop them from landing. So we're going to need to, and they won't be here immediately, so we do have a bit of time. If we have a look at our first fleet, we've just got 6 frigates. And the frigate design that we're using is the Iron Frigate version 2, which has got concussion missiles, an iron bomb, and then the Sentinel multi-beam defense. Is there anything else we can do with this one? Let's have a bit of a look and see what we can actually get up to here. If we, because we're going to need to find a way to massively control space. That's going to be the secret here, I think. In fact, what we might do. This is not a great world. Can we build? No, we can't build that yet. We're missing 4 Caprica. We don't have enough population here. They're just getting close, where they should start to bring in the Caprica. What the game does is it doesn't rate Caprica until it hits a certain population. So it has like if I go to show all resources, Caprica is requesting 0 of Caprica at this point in time. And so if I go to one of the other worlds where we do actually have that we're over the sort of limits there, just get rid of that so we can sort of see things a little bit more clearly. These are both pretty, these are getting up there in terms of population. And I will actually go and set these also just to do garrisons and through this side. Yes, so if you have a look at this one and look at the resource shortages, it's on, they now are looking for, actually no, that's still on 0. Show all resources. Yeah, that one's still not showing it. That's interesting. It should have actually had some there. Well, we haven't built one there, but have we built one here? All right, this is something that annoys me with the game a little bit because Caprica is actually needed for a lot of things. And this was an old bug that I thought had been fixed. Okay, so the only way around that for me at this point in time is to go and say I need to control my resource stock levels need to be automated. I'll do it at Worcester 1 because there's slightly more population here. And so I'm now overriding. I have to try to remember to come back and then fix this one up, which now means that if I say I need 50, I don't need much. If I need 50 there, it's going to then try to bring 50 in. So let's just go and keep that where that is. So I'm overriding this. Now, by me doing this manually, it's not going to keep on pushing these up. It's not going to be responsive. And that's also a bit of a problem. I need to get the Caprica in there. And I do need to get it into here because I need to build bases so that they have to attack the bases before they can do anything else. Which means we do the same thing in through here, set the automation to automated for the stock levels, then come back up. And with Caprica, I'll just put 50 in there as well. It only requires about 5 or 3 or something like that. Something ridiculously small to be able to build the starbase. Now, that's, what have we got? If we have a quick look at up through this way, we still don't have the attack shuttles yet. But we're going to need to get hangars, basically, to, we're going to need to really, probably, we may have to sort of we may have to actually build the, in fact, what we can do is we can come back in and take over the design of the small spaceports. So we've got an SSP5 there. Now I've got one of them so far out and about. That's okay. If we go and upgrade it, yeah, that might be the way to do this. Let's just do an upgrade. That takes it to SSP6. And so we've got different sorts of things in here. Now what I'm going to be wanting is I'm definitely going to be wanting to have it's got small fighter bays. Now I'm going to need to upgrade those, and I want to get the next one as well. So we're right in the limits there. Let's just go and throw another one in there. Oh, hang on, not a docking bay, a small starfighter bay. That's going to change to a large starfighter bay at some point. So I'll leave that there with, and the construction yards, I'll get rid of one of those and put a third one on. So these are going to be the different, like we're going to end up, at the moment we're not going to have very much. Now that's under the limits, which is good. So we're actually under the limits there. These are the various things we can put on here as well. Now we don't have long range. Trace scanner. Might throw a target tracking system in, and we'll throw a countermeasure system in as well. So just throw a couple of those in there. We've got detection field generator, standard armor, and then we're not using a lot of these either. And really what I'd like to do is make these into like little, fairly strong bases, to be honest. So let's just get armor across the rest of those. Make them super, super strong. All right, that gets us, that we're now over the limits with what we can actually do, but that's okay. We'll have a bit of a look at this. We also can put in more weaponry. Now the Surge Blast, if I get rid of that one, it comes under again. Although the Surge Blast, actually I'll get rid of the Surge Blast and we'll put on the, actually I'll just do this so that we're looking at it by latest per category, and then bay type. And so if we go to the iron bombs and throw that onto there, now we've got medium missiles in through this side, which are size 38, which means I don't have to go on those. So let's just go and throw those off. We've got the medium, so we've got 4 iron bombs. Now that takes us way over the limits. We'll figure out we'll worry about the limits afterwards. Now the Sentinel multi-beam defense, it's not going to be all that important, I don't think, against the Boscarans. Alright, so I think we just go with concussion missiles yet again, all the way through. Yep, so we'll grab those in there. And she'll put in 2 lots of sentinels. Now, whereabouts are they? Sentinels are up the top. Yeah, I might throw, actually, where are they? Yeah, I might get rid of that one and put Sentinel multi-beam defense. Sorry, put that one into there, just so we've got a bit of protection against anything that might actually come in against these. So if we can defend this very, very strongly, we're going to be in a good position to do other things. So we've got the now we've got, what else do we need to put on these? So one thing that's missing from here is the medical bay. If we have a look at the recommendations, so we're too big. Extended component bay should be completely filled before using internal slots. So for the sensors, okay, I will do that one. We don't have to do that one, but I will do it. Reactor energy output is too low. Okay, so we now have to put more reactors in. Energy collection rate is lower than the static requirements, so we better up that as well. Should have recreation capabilities and should have medical capabilities. So these are things that should be on the default. So there we go. We've got that and medical. That's just going to help with the actual planet underneath. Now, I'm not going to worry too much about, I'm going to have to get rid of things anyway, so let's not worry too much about what we're seeing through here. If we go back, now we're a fair way over, about 200 over, so I'm thinking ultimately it's going to be the small craft that's going to be the most important part of this. Trace scanner, target tracking system. Yep, so if I get rid of that one, and then just come back through and put them on the outside ones. That's what it's looking for. It wants those. That gets us down to just 2 recommendations, which is just the energy rate and the and the other stuff. Now we've only got, yeah, I've got enough. I'll keep all that there, I think. Probably have to come back and get rid of some of the weaponry on this thing, ultimately. Well, let's get rid of a couple of the iron bombs. Yeah, they're only 180 degrees. They're 180 degrees as well. We'll just get rid of one from either side. Still nowhere near. Nowhere near. All right. Armor is 10. That's not going to do anything at all. Leave the standard armor in there. I sort of want to keep the iron bombs in there, but having said that, it's going to. Yeah, look, I'll keep 2 iron bombs. It's these things here, I think, these small bays. No, they're only size 25. They're not dramatically powerful. Maybe we get rid of some of these concussion missiles. Okay, that takes us down with 61 still over. And we're now right on the limits with static and the energy in through there. The reactor power, we still need to do something with that as we take more stuff off. If I get rid of one of those, that brings that under. It doesn't really help with that. No, I'll keep the I'll keep those Sentinel multi-beam defenses on. Well, 60 is what we need to ditch. Now the deflection field generators, they're 15, these are 10. So they're not a hell of a lot. These are only 10 as well, both of those. They're 25 for the starfighter bays. They're going to be. I know they're going to be the saving. They're going to save us in the end. Now, if we look at the concussion missiles, actually, if I get rid of one more of the iron bombs, I'm making this really weak. The iron bombs are worth what? 48. So that's nearly it. Let's get rid of one more of the iron bombs. That takes it down. We're 13 over now. If I get rid of one of the deflection field shield generators, that takes us 2 under, and everything else is now working out okay. I think it's important that we do put the medical labs in, and the and also the. Actually, we've got passenger compartments there as well. I don't know if we need that actually. Oh, that's in the top. Yeah, forget that. So we've got the we've got the recreation centre now as well. These all help the colony underneath, and we need to grow that colony pretty quickly, I think. So the crew capacity, we're still, how much of the crew systems? They've got 100 crew, so yeah, we can't get rid of any of the crew systems. I think that's about as good as we're going to get, really. It's unfortunate that these are a bit light on, but we do actually have the fighter craft, and that's going to be the important thing. And then it's going to come very, very soon where we're going to need to go for large starfighter bays just to really, really buff this one up. So we'll call this one the SSP Shield. Oh, and that's Caprica. What's Caprica needed for? Okay, we've gotten rid of the Caprica. We took something out of here that required Caprica that we no longer need. I don't know what that one was. So this is fine. We can actually build these straight away. So we'll save and exit this one. And we're going to now make these manual. Now what we have got, if we have a look at all the designs and just do it by roll, and then we just have a look down at the small spaceport, I'm sort of keen to leave the small, like this one here, not like it's still active. I'm going to keep the SSP-5 because I need to be building things back at home. Maybe I could do something even different there as well. Yeah, let's make that. Let's go back to this one again and upgrade this as well. So we end up with a SSP shield and an SSP construct or something like that. So I'll name this one the construct. And this again, I want to put in the recreation centre and the medical centre. These should be part of what they have as their base design. Iron cannons can go, that can go. Get rid of all of those. We'll put the, I'll put down the bottom here, we've got construction yards. Now they're going to be, yeah, they are 100, so they're right up to the top there. So we've got the small starfighter bay. I will throw another one of those on board. So we've got 2 construction yards, which is the most construction yards we can put on this thing, and 2 small starfighter bays in there as well. This one's way under size, but that's because we got rid of all of the weaponry. Put an iron bomb on. Put in the concussion missiles. And that's about as close as we're going to get, I think. Okay, I think that's, like, we don't actually have, actually, what else can we do? Nothing much else, really. No, that's about as close as we'll get. So we don't have anywhere near the armour that we have on the other design. So the other design is going to be very, very strong, and it needs to be, because it's going to be front line. This is going to be rear, and this is mainly for the extra construction yards. So, and if we have a look at this one, we'll have Caprica on this one, I guess. No, it's not. It doesn't have it there. Interesting. What have I gotten rid of? That oh, you know what it is? It's this Intimidator Surge Blast, I think. Maybe that was it. No, it's not Caprica there either. It must be something. Iron cannon? Yeah, there it is, the iron cannon. The small iron cannon was the culprit. I thought it was something important. It was completely non-important at all. Alright, so we'll save and exit that one. And if we have a look, we'll then sort of see that we've got the, if we just go to all buildable designs, we then should have 2 SSPs. With the SSP shield and the SSP construct. And I'm going to put those back to manual retrofit, just so I can actually tell it what to retrofit to. And so I can then sort of keep on building these up as required. So I'm just going to go and leave them alone. And so we've got a bit of work to do here. This may be one of these episodes where I hardly have it doing anything at all. So now we can build a small shield spaceport and a small... That's good. I like that it's actually showing both of those in there. We want a shield here, and we also want to then come back down into the bottom here and put shields on both of these as well. Good. All right, now it's a shame that's not on the other side, which is where they're going to be coming from. That gets those out of the way. Now we've got the Salagis is a base that we have that we're not going to be changing anyway, so we just leave that one where that is. We have this one as well, which is sort of way out in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, we don't have enough of the basic resources to build that one up at all. And then we come back down into here, where we've got the our capital. I'm just going to make this into a construction spaceport. So if I retrofit this one up, it's got multiple designs available. Click to select, and I'm going to make this one a construct. So I'm just going to just change it very, very slightly. Okay, that's good. We've done all that. Now we need to get ships. We've got this fleet of ships up through here. The first pirate fleet, which is sort of going to be okay against the Boscarans, but we may need a lot more ships than this. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back across to here now, and I'm going to go to my fleet designs. Now I've got the user manual fleet, which doesn't have any ships actually in it. I'm going to go back to the defense fleet and build a lot of different defense fleets. So let's just go and edit these. And we'll make it so that they have, say, 5 frigates each, no destroyers, no cruisers, because we don't have them yet, and, say, 3 escorts, I think. Do I want escorts? Yeah, why not? Go 3, 5. Okay, so this is going to be our basic design. We're going to go, the engagement range is going to be 50% of fuel range. Yeah, that's okay, I guess. Actually, I might change that down to the sector range, which still is a long way in the game. In fact, it's probably, I'll go 33%, which is actually going to be smaller than the sector range, I think. That's okay. And then the attack stance neutral. Yeah, and with the ships, I've got neutral there as well. I want them to sort of keep their distance more than anything. So I think what we'll do is we'll make it so that they're actually cautious, and cautious for both of these as well. And that will be fine, I think. All right, let's leave that. That's our defense fleet template. Now we need to form like a new defense fleet. I'm going to actually let the game do this. I'm going to build a new defense fleet at the home base as well. So we'll just go and build at DasTeekan Spaceport. So we've got an extra fleet that's now been built in there, and we also then want to get another. I want to then have enough ships to then sort of start to pull things back together. So the first fleet is now going to be changed from user manual fleet to defense fleet, but still on the defend role. So the fleet role will be on defend, but their template will be defense fleet. I now need to go back across. This is fairly complex, but I'm just going to go across to the automation and fleets. And I'm going to do we've got fleet formation, which I want to control that one manually. The fleet ship management, so automate top up of ships for existing fleets, or control this area manually. When enabled, fleets will build new ships according to the amount specified in their fleet templates. So when we lose ships like what we have up in this other fleet, I'm going to make that one also in the same grouping. If I make that automated, they will then start to build ships just to keep the fleets topped up. I like that. The fleet postures, I'm just going to leave that one alone. So automate the selection of home bases. Yeah, I'll take control of the other two, but I will automate the management. So we'll leave that one back there as well. All right, now that means that we've also then got to go back to the second, change that to a defense fleet. This is also on auto at this stage. It's limping back home. We've got other problems as well. Like we've got other ships that are being taken over by the infected, which are somewhere, I don't know where they actually are anymore. I've lost track of where they actually are. And if we just keep on going F, we've got the third invasion fleet coming back, which I won't tweak that one. And then this is the new one. And so we're building this one up with these new ships. So I just go Control 4. And this one's also been set to auto. Now I'm going to send this one down, set the home base for this one, even though it's not built yet, down in here somewhere. So I'll just make that the home base. Okay, well, and I possibly should build another one. Now I'll let it go for just a little bit longer and just sort of see what actually happens. I think it'll take some time for the Boscarans to come calling. I hope so anyway. Build ships. Yep, build those. Now, another thing we're doing is we're getting the electromagnetic. I want the attack shuttles now, because I'm going to need them on those bases as fast as possible. So let's just go back that way. We'll go to the attack shuttles. Where are they? Down this way. And can we crash this? Yeah, 76. Let's do it. Pay the costs. Let's get this one done quickly. As quick as we can. Wow. It is nearly the whole episode, and we've just been getting prepared for this war, which should be fun. It should be an interesting fight. I don't think we're going to do. I think we're going to lose this system here somehow, but I think we'll keep hold of this one. If we lose it on the ground, we're really going to be in a very, very bad way. If we have a quick look at our different colonies, we've only got sort of small ones. Now this one here, they still haven't really come across at all. We are trying to build more and more. Actually, I probably should have picked up more from here and shipped them off. But let's just keep it going with more of these, which are more powerful than my troops. If I can get enough of them on the ground, that would be good. Actually, can we get planetary defenses? Where are they? Must be up above. Gee, I wouldn't mind that one. I think we'll throw that one up and come in after the attack shuttles. So we'll try to get defense first of all on the ground. Sorry, in space, And if that doesn't work, then we'll go with defense on the ground. All right, this is good. Well, actually, now that I've got those other things being built, I don't need to automate those colonies anymore. So I will just go back and... Oh, actually, that one I never did. Wistia 1 is the automation. I'll just make that one automated. And we also then have Vudrin. Get that one back to automated. All right, so managing... yeah, decline that. New escort completed. Actually, I'm just going to go to my message log and the filters, and we'll just turn off the construction. I don't need to know when things are constructed anymore. Okay, we've got the Gravelex fighting this group. I think I've got time, so I won't rush back home with these fleets. But we should see over time that these will then start to pick up like other ships as required. I'm going to move these back out to here. So the fourth is slowly being built. And we prepare for this war. Now, our war weariness is going to go high. What we'll find is that if we have a look at the what we have, we've got 2.5 war weariness. We're positive because they declared war on us. So we've got a little bit of leeway, but they're not going to suffer from war weariness, and we are. So we're going to have to, when they do come calling, we're going to have to pretty much hit them hard enough so that they actually really do struggle. Now, if they do send invasion forces, that is going to be a tricky prospect. Okay, these guys are now coming back home. Here we go. They're adding more and more units to these just to flesh them out. The second still hasn't really had anything done to it just yet. It's still repairing the Villacia system. And we have other problems as well with the infected, so we'll need to hunt them down as well over time. Here we go. I might have a look at this one. Come on, get out of there, get out of there. It's trying to capture this. Got it out of there, that's good. Yeah, we will need to go after them. I'll need to sort of wait until I've got a fleet, and then we'll see if we can just go and destroy these ships. That will be important. Where's that one? Oh, okay, it's around the Kydian colony. Now, the only thing we really have to focus on with all of these things is going to be their troop transports. Yeah, I won't worry about the pirate attacks. They'll be coming in all over the place. Yeah, we've got two lots of Boscarans, one over here. We're sandwiched between them, really, with the humans somewhere in here, I think. Oh no, the humans are way over here. No, that's the Xenox. Yeah, the humans, I think, are close by. I'll keep the counterintelligence up for now. We don't actually have any skills that we know of. How's the fourth going? Nearly there. Nearly there. I'll keep on building up more and more of these fleets. I think it's the only real way through here. Well, let's go back and get another one. So form new from existing ships. Let's do that. So we've done that one, and we'll do another one as well. Hang on, I need to go click on defense. Click them, and we'll do these from the DasTeekan spaceport again, and we'll build a new defense fleet as well at DasTeekan spaceport. That gives us 2 more fleets. So if we just click on F, that's the 5th. And F again, that's the 6th, which is being built. Okay, the 5th is actually ready to go. So let's go and throw that one into... what can it do? I don't want to drip feed it into these locations. We'll set them up at... we'll move to DasTeekan spaceport, that'll do. I'll wait for them to get back there. All those different ships, they're all over the place. Actually, maybe they should be... I'll just pause this for a second. The Brintail 4, yeah, okay, we'll assign that. That's the 4th going off. This is what I'm just thinking of doing, actually. So we'll get the 5th to go and establish itself over here. Set the home base for that one there. And the 6th, I'll set the home base back out on this side of the front as well. So just so we've got more troops back out this way. Okay, so these guys are now back. If we have a look at this at the 1st, so they're moving to Vudran 1. These are still all on auto. This thing is still under construction, which is good. It's going to be there fairly soon. And then once this is done, we're then going to be able to have. Actually, is that one still showing? Yeah, I'll just hide on. Just go through the resources that we need to know about. Resource shortages 19. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, this will just build up slowly. So that's all fine. Well, we are out of time, guys, so I'm going to leave it here. Thanks for watching. Hopefully, we're going to be able to have enough defences to stop the Boscarans. Very important we keep these colonies here. I'm not going to be able to... I may be able to defeat them in space, but it's going to take a long, long time. Thanks for watching.